Hello everyone, it's Small Farmer 6 out of 10. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to day 35 on the big 132 Model Farm Diorama display. It's a bit of a wet one today, guys, but there's still lots of action going on, especially the big reveal of Robert's new silage harvester. We'll get to that later on. Much more is happening as well during coming into winter. Here in PJ's farm, PJ is here. He has the 1200 on the drill. He made the last minute decision to plant one field of winter barley, as he didn't want to have too much spring crops this year like he did last year, so he's going to even it out this year. So he's just putting a bag of winter wheat seed into the hopper of the Massey drill here. He has the Massey Ferguson 1200 on the drill. Best tractor he thinks for the Massey drill, as it's good at the headlands. It just spins around. It's an articulated tractor and pulls it really nicely. He's putting a bag in with the JCB loadout. He's just after getting out now, and he's going to slit the bag to get the seed out. He has the Citroen DS19 moved. He got her warmed up there this morning, and he's going to go for a drive with it later on as his afternoon treat, I suppose. He could be looking forward to that, but first he needs to do a bit of work. In here he has the 590 packed up for the winter. He doesn't imagine doing much with it during the winter unless it does a few tractor runs. But same with the 690 and the 7810. The 7810, his son brought it up for a bit of an occasion as he's working on the house, as you see over there. We'll get to that in a second. But no, he has the 7810 packed up in the shed, and the 3C and everything's all a bit more tidier, the yard is, than last episode. That's nice to see. Working over here across the road, we have PJ's son. He's currently labouring away. He has a few other workers with him, but they're gone to the shop for a few chicken fillet rolls, and they're going to bring them back and have lunch. So I'll have the flask and all ready. No, he's building the wall there. They've been at it during the week and not doing too bad. So that's what's the progress there. First bit of progress on the house, and the Fiat 500's come down the road. Here we have a gorgeous Massey Ferguson 2620 on a cattle box, on the way back from the mart. Not every day you see a lovely tractor at the mart. Usually see a good few new yokes, but no, I think he's after buying a few heifers, so he has. And here we have the contractors, two contractors. We have James and Michael's driver here in the new Hunt T7210. He's been spreading muck, chicken muck, for the past few weeks, well, the past week, and then Robert and James have been ploughing it in behind the muck spreader, so he's flat out spreading in front of the ploughs, getting all the maize stubble ploughed in for a quick reseed of winter barley. So they're racing to get the winter barley in before November. And then here we have Robert's Komatsu PC130 and the 6930 in dumper. They're just here at this lock of land to have a few drains to clear out, so they do, as the field is kind of built up with a bit of water, so they want to free the drains out, and they're going to do a bit of ditching, so they are. Do a bit of ditching. So the Komatsu is just tracking over to the dikes. He's going to clear them out, and he has the dumper there if needs be to clear away the muck and the stuff in the dikes, all the weeds and all. Now here we have a nice Case Puma 175 and a grain trailer from Red Rock. They're drawn kale, so they are. And now here with the 7430, which is James and Michael's. He has one of the drivers, and he's heading out with the Donnelly there to draw a bit of kale as well for a farmer. They're harvesting a bit of kale, so they are, and they're just loading it up at the field and drawing it to a farm very far away. So I'll have a few tractors on that draw. Not often the 7430 has been out in a while, hence they're doing a good bit of field work, and James and Michael don't really like using the loader tractor for the field work, although it has been used a lot for the stacking the bales during the summer, and also loading up a bit of soil and muck. So it's getting used now. David Brown 1490 No wonder who this is. It is Finbar. He is coming back from going to the mart like Matthew Ferguson 2620. He's coming back into his yard after he's after buying a few more sheep, so he has at the mart, but he doesn't have the cattle box on. He's going to get them delivered out for a good price, so he's happy with that. He's going to come home there now and put on the kettle and probably go for a walk up the mountains, check on more sheep. So that's Finbar there now, taking the handy for the day. Over here in James and Michael's contracting yard, bit of workshop repairs I suppose on this rainy day. The 7810 John Deere is on the Pottinger cultivator there, and that's ready for a bit of cultivating. Just a few small acres to cultivate before that they thought needed to be cultivated after the plough. So that's doing that. It's all ready anyway. And Michael is in here doing a bit of mechanicking. He's just getting the New Holland all sorted out. Just checking out the blades and all. It does have automatic sharpening on it, so he's just making sure that's all working before it puts into the shed for the winter. He's just greasing it up, all the bearings and all, making sure it's all greased up before it goes back in the shed for the winter. And then next up, after the silage harvester goes back in the shed for hibernation, the JCB digger will be in, as he's going to be putting in a new quick hitch system on the digger. The driver said it was really needed, so they're going to be putting that on. Everything else is more or less the same. The big M and all packed up, and there's the grass header for the FR. That's about it here on this side of the model farm, guys. Let's hand it over to Daniel.
So guys, kicking it off over here in the BGA, we have an Arian 640 here picking it up at the NC. As the ban is up, he's just picking her up and going to give her a nice power wash just to end the season. Over here we have a lovely International 885 with a Stratman muck spreader, following behind with a JCB 217S. So he's tipping away lovely. Two tractors are fairly dirty as they're after spreading a lot of muck, but lovely to see old kid out. Town is fairly active here now. We have a lovely Ford 8830 going through with a Lemken drill, just after drilling up a few fields, and just meeting him on the bad bend, we have a Fence 724 and some ring rollers. So Way is just about to slam on the brakes, I suppose, as these trees are overhanging. He'll break his wing mirror if he keeps going. And as we can see, a tree is just about knocked. But moving in to Robert's farm, we just have the 6290 Ryan in this, milling it down the road, and they were at a hedge cutting job throughout the week and they had to knock a tree. So he's gone off with the old buck rake to chop up the wood and bring it back for firewood, essentially. And the John Deere telehandler is just parked up there. It'll be coming into a lot more use now as they're coming into winter, feeding the cows and different things. As it's not too long, probably another week or two at least before they're back in, or could be earlier as the weather isn't getting any better. A lot of the equipment's parked up there. They were doing maintenance the last week, but they're fairly lively on the go. You see a big Krone there, so we'll get to that. And the David Brown, the Red Rock, and the silage pit should be open fairly soon as well. The cows are being brought in here at the minute by Ian, and he's doing well there now. So you see the lovely Big X V8. This is the forage harvester Robert has bought. So Robert got influenced by James and Michael that he knew the place that they bought their Big M, the local contractors here, and they got it in from the Netherlands, which was a very kind of reliable source. They're a big Krone dealer over there, and James and Michael got their Big M Mark 1, and sure, Robert seen this pop up for sale, and he said look, he's going to bite the bullet. It only has the maize header as we speak, but there's no rush in the grass header at the minute, but he'll be straight into maize, I suppose. There's a few more contracts to do, as James and Michael were doing a few of them, but it'll be okay now. So Robert's just there letting her off, and it got delayed at the port for 2 or 3 days, so that's why it's only arriving now. But lovely tractor and machinery. So moving on out onto the road, we have Robert's brother milling it down the road in the Massey 7499 and the Hitachi. He's moving that on to the next job. Just up here on the hill, we've the young lad in the Ford 8210 and McConnell hedge cutter cutting the hedges around the farm. So he just wanted a bit of experience on the hedge cutter. He never really done much before, and he asked Robert, and Robert said sure, look, you can come up here, there's not much of a hedge, you can get a little bit of a feel for yourself and see what the kind of control panel's like and stuff. So great to see that he's learning. Moving in to the new, well, former Agrico new farm. So we just have a bit of cleanup going on here with the Ford 6640 and the NC sweeper. We also have the big Valtra and the JCB being transported. So these are all going on to another site, well, working for the same people, as there's all clay coming over here to build up the farm, and they're going over to load up the NCs. So I think there's 4 trailers on the draw, and we have a TM here which was on the draw, as there's 1 digger over there at the minute, but the other 2 still have to go. That he met a lorry on the road and wiped out the railing on the side and the side door, so he just got a brand new door and railing, and he's about to fit it on here now. So he'll be back on the road within the hour. So they're doing well, and you'll start to see all the clay build up next episode. So that's it for the model farm.
So that's about it, guys, for day 35 on the Big 132 model farm diorama display. It's been very interesting, especially the highlight of the video, I'd say, is the Krone 1100. I'm very surprised that Robert went for a Krone, to be honest, as it's very big. I mean, it's the V8 model, and I'm not sure how much horsepower it is, but it's one of the biggest harvesters at the time. I believe it's one of Krone's biggest silage harvesters, or one of the first ones when it was released. One of Krone's first silage harvesters. But yeah, it's a very nice model, and I like it a lot. It's a new model for the collection as well, so it'll be replacing the case silage harvester, and looking forward to see it in maize, how it copes. But yeah, wish Robert all the best. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, guys. I know this video is going out on a Sunday, so we would have been at Moria yesterday, so it was great to see you all there, and there will be a video coming out of Moria model show. So hope you enjoyed the video, guys.
Please like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.